Hi, I'm Pharaoh King, and you are tuned into the movement.
Radio.
Yip, 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 yip.
.xyz. So, my friends, I have a conversation for you. We're gonna get it. In this conversation, we're gonna be talking about the future meeting the past. Now, I've had conversations about this plenty of times where I've spoken about thinking that we possibly are living in the past and what we perceive possibly as either interdimensional or aliens. Actually, I believe all of it. So let me stop lying right away, right? But let's just say that people visiting us most frequently as of now, I believe that they could be from the future. And for example,
oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
why not would someone from our future come to the past? It makes sense. You manipulate time, control. I mean, you're basically playing God even with your own life at any given point. And it just makes sense sometimes that the people that have come back, or the people before us, right? As of, let's say, like written on the hieroglyphs and what you see. Let's talk about the Sitchin and the tablets. You could talk about the Mayas. And it's just strange how some of these things kind of correlate with now. Like the depictions of star people, machineries. I mean, think about it. Like, what the hell is this?
This was a person who was walking as we do, who was able to move hands as we have, with long legs. So proportion of the body was very similar to ours. It is absolutely authentic hand with 3 long fingers.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? What is that? All this stuff that the ancients had previous before us seems like we only are now using what they were using. Does that make any sense? I could be just a little bit stoned at the same time. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. But that's just some trippy stuff, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, these people really could be from our future. You know, they got their little clones, grays, or whatever. I don't even believe they're clones. They're androids, like machines. There's nothing there, right? Granted, there could be beings out there that are truly, truly real. I believe that for sure. And maybe there are different species, but what if the Greys possibly could just be from the future and they're androids, right? Now, I'll give you an example. There's a guy named Jim Andre, and his story, I'll let you check out a little piece right here.
Claim that you were abducted.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that. What happened and when did it happen?
I was home one night. This was in, I believe it was 2014. And I was at my computer and sitting in the chair on the computer. The last thing I remember is looking down at the lower right-hand corner of the monitor. It said 9:15 p.m. Then all of a sudden, I'm kind of like waking back up. I'm like in a daze. I'm looking around. And I look at the time, and it was 2:57 a.m., which is actually 3 minutes before I usually or normally get up for work. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't set the alarm clock yet. Obviously, I hadn't gone to bed yet. So I'm looking around, and all of a sudden, I feel a burning sensation on my right forearm. And I look, I know this sounds bizarre, and there was a tattoo.
Can you hold your arm out for a second?
I can, yes.
So, there's a tattoo.
And as you could listen to what he was saying, you know, some people may think he's crazy. But at the same time, you can't call a man crazy, because what actually is crazy? You understand what I'm saying? This could very well be true. But at the same time, even for you, Jim, what if they actually were from the future? Right? The future would make sense, because if you control the past, you control everything. And that's true power. And if you are not thinking outside the box, my friends, then you will be stuck in a box.
He's gonna make America great